Now to your question, democracy in Nigeria. I think we're practicing pseudo-democracy. That's what I can say right now. Are we going to get to that stage where we are actually practicing democracy? Maybe. There are possibilities. But right now, from when we started without interruption, like you said, we're not quite there. Do we need democracy to have jobs, available jobs? Do we need democracy to have good roads, lights, good health care system? We don't. Any form of government, can give us that. Now, as to what is democracy, first, I always just remove my mind from election. I know it's a core part of democracy, but from experience in Nigeria, that's why I started by saying that we're practicing pseudo-democracy. What is democracy? We have the textbook definition: government of the people,
by the people,
and for the people. Let's be honest with ourselves. The government we have now, is it by us? Is it for us? I mean, it's a question that we can really ask ourselves and answer. So, are we practicing democracy? If Ola was talking about, this old someone who has not been fed in a week and then has one vote, we need to come to the understanding that our political class has successfully weaponized poverty in Nigeria. And so because of that, we cannot have the democracy that we're actually looking for, because we are not choosing the people. Come every election, you have someone bringing in 1 bag of rice or 2 kg of rice, and then with that, you've successfully bought the still seat on the table that currently in Nigeria, we assume we are practicing democracy, but we are not. And to directly answer Ola again, all of the things, the perks of governance that we ought to enjoy, we can enjoy it with or without democracy. So that's my take on that.
Okay.
Right? When it is time for election, something must happen that will take the attention of the youth. Right? We think that those things are just things that were carefully orchestrated so that our attention, gets drawn away from the real thing that is going on. Secondly, we're talking about legislation. Many of us know the kind of policies that we have in this country and have read through those policies. You come at them with one thing, they already have a document that is backing it up. When they were making those policies, you were not involved. You were not, even though the process requires that you get called so that you have a say. To CAC now, you want to register a company that is dealing with active citizen participation and all of that. You think that you will get that non-profit registration. It's not possible. Because the camera, it's already there. There are some words that you cannot use in your registration now. But when the camera was being done, we were all here. Maybe we were talking about Big Brother Nigeria, or we were talking about one thing or the other. Yet policies that will affect our lives are being created. In the definition of democracy, I will still go back, government of the people for the people. What we have failed to realize is the people that we have elected, they have seen it as it is a government for me,
my family,
for my family, and by me.
And
that's the definition of democracy for them. So how do we, change this narrative is what we should be talking about now.
And that,
I think I agree with him as well. And one other thing that I would add, or two, would be, beyond the election, selection, and all of those things, would be that citizens, citizens' education, right? If we were able to raise those with NSAS without strategically planning it, how be it accidental it was, if we can come together strategically and raise those to demand accountability. NSAS was aided, by technology. If we can use that technology, but instead of it being accidental, let it be careful,
more intentional,
strategic, intentional.
Absolutely, yeah.
Let people know about their rights. Let people know what they need. What we should stop celebrating construction of roads. It is not an achievement. So you don't come to us to say that because you built this road, you have done something. That is not it. If this is our budget, let us demand accountability for that budget. Let us raise those. And this might be unconventional. If you're not performing as a legislator, we can flog you out of where you are.
So, again, it goes back to the point around making it easier.
If you're there and you're not working, we can flog you out of the place. But how do we do that strategically? We need to put the fear of God. We need to put fear in them to know that they cannot treat us anyhow. But just the same way, they got scared with MSAS. We can raise that same amount of
That's
fear.
one of the most lost opportunity. That one needs to be studied.
So that's
no, I agree with you for you, because I think that